Today I'm sharing 5 things I wish I would have known before my autism diagnosis. And if you are late diagnosed like me or suspect that you might be autistic, I guarantee you're going to resonate with at least one of these things. So, first of all, I am trying to make it to 200,000 subscribers this summer, 2025. So, depending on when you're watching this, the numbers will look different. But if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, if you could please subscribe, that means so much to me. And it is a really simple, free way to support the channel and help autism content created by autistic people reach the general population. Okay, so the first thing that I wish I would have known before my diagnosis is that I'm not antisocial. I just need breaks. I need to recharge my battery. So, especially in high school and college, I would see my friends going out to these events and being able to keep going and go to different things, multiple things a day. And I thought something was wrong with me, or maybe I just was antisocial. Maybe I was, I don't know, I don't know what I thought I was, but I'm realizing that I do enjoy some social events, not all of them, but I do really like being social. I do really like people most of the time. But I have to do it in spurts and I have to engage in those events and activities after I have saved up enough energy and I've taken care of myself with rest and hydration. And there's a lot of things that have to happen before I can be social, and I still want to be social under certain circumstances. Okay, number 2, that it's very important to STEM. So a lot of times, late diagnosed autistic adults, we've covered up our STEMs subconsciously. Maybe we don't realize we've done this, but we all STEM in some way, even if you're not. All autistic people STEM in some way. So whether that's stereotypical hand flapping or playing with your hair, picking at your nails, scrunching your toes in your shoes because other people can't see that. Actually, intentionally stemming is very, very important. It's one of the ways that autistic people regulate our nervous systems. So that's something I've had to learn to gradually incorporate back into my life. The third thing I've realized that I wish I knew before my autism diagnosis is that unmasking is a process. It's not a switch, unfortunately, that you can flip on and off. So once I realized I was autistic, there's so many things that I started seeing differently about how I operate in the world and how I process information. And in some ways, it felt like I was a different person immediately, but also the same person. And then there were so many layers of myself that I knew still had yet to come to the surface. I don't know if that's making sense to anybody, but as much as I wish I could just flip a switch and be like, oh, this is the unmasked Taylor, the layers upon layers of masking that I've learned. I wasn't diagnosed till I was 31. So there's 31 years of processes and patterns that I've used in my life to mask when I'm uncomfortable. And I'm still seeing ways that I mask that I wasn't aware of before. So it's a process. I've actually got a course over this, How to Unmask Cultivating Your True Autistic Self. I'll put a link to that in the description if you're interested in my slow, methodical, mindful process of unmasking. The fourth thing I've learned is that burnout and depression are different things. I wish I would have known this. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have known this, because a lot of times when, especially clinicians, don't have a great understanding of autism, maybe you go to the doctor when you're overwhelmed and burnt out, and you get prescribed, you get diagnosed with depression. Sometimes that's part of it, but a lot of times for autistic people, maybe we just might be in burnout. And so if I would have known what burnout looked like, if I would have known that that was my nervous system kind of shutting down from too many social commitments, too much sensory overwhelm, whatever it might be, I could have managed burnout differently. And there's also kind of just mentally the way we approach being depressed or being in burnout, that can really affect your self-esteem. And so I know in high school, I kind of felt like maybe I was a depressed person. I had that term kind of thrown at me a lot, like, what's wrong with Taylor? Is she depressed? What's going on? And I think I was just in burnout. I was doing too many things. I didn't know how to adequately rest and care for my nervous system. So learning the differences between burnout and depression have been huge for me. And I've got a video over that. I'll do my best to remember to link it here as well. And then the fifth thing that I wish I would have known before my autism diagnosis is that there's such an incredible community of people that get me, and a community of people that I get, that I understand. And I wish that I would have had that as like a soft landing pad through my diagnostic process. But now I've found you guys. I've found the neurodivergent community, the autistic community, and I'm never letting you go. So there are plenty of people who get these autistic struggles, and every day I'm finding people who are giving me more words for my experiences that I haven't had before. And that's been one of the most healing things that has happened for me, is connecting with other people who understand my experiences. Not only that, but they can put it into words and then share their own experiences that help deepen my understanding of what it means to be autistic. So if you're looking for a community of people who get it, who understand what you're going through, can help give you words and meaning, and resources to help you navigate whatever you're going through in your autistic life right now, or life as an autistic person, you can check out the link in my description below. I actually have an online community. It's through a platform called Circle, and I've got a link for a free 7-day trial. You don't even have to put a credit card in, totally free. And you can check it out, see if it's for you. We've got different discussion boards like Burnout. I think there's one for Burnout. If not, we should create one. Autistic inertia, demand avoidance. There's one for autism in the workplace, for parents, for autism over 50. There's all different kinds of discussion boards, discussion rooms, and hundreds of really incredible people. So link to check that out in the description. As a reminder, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video if it was helpful to you, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.